Hello, hello, hello. I'm Vicky Igbokwe-Ozoagu, your Lighter Leadership Coach, and welcome to the Lighter Leadership Podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that quietly shapes how leaders feel about themselves, how you feel about yourself. Power, and more importantly for me, influence. Because many leaders are taught, you are taught, I know I definitely was taught to chase power. And when I talk about power, I'm also talking about external power, right? A bigger title, a higher salary, a seat at the table, visibility, recognition. Now, yes, these things matter. They absolutely can create opportunity. They can allow you to make decisions, but they are also temporary in my book. Because for me, power is attached, external power is attached to a role that can disappear overnight. A restructure, a new board, a change in leadership, a shift in funding, a political decision. Suddenly, the authority that you thought defined you is gone. Poof, vanished. And if your identity was tied to that external power, if your identity is wrapped up in that external power, the loss can feel huge and personal. And I've witnessed this in my coaching time and time again. Capable leaders begin to question themselves, not because their ability has changed, but because the system around them has. This is where a different conversation becomes important. And it's a conversation that I support my clients to figure out what that actually means for them. And the conversation is about influence. Influence isn't something you're given. It's something you own. It's something you build. It lives in how you think, how you show up, how you treat people, and how you make decisions under pressure. Influence travels with you wherever you go. It's your reputation. It's the energy that people receive before they even meet you because someone else has gone, ooh, I know that person, and they are brilliant, dynamic, trustworthy. Your relationships, integrity, your clarity all go with you, right? Your relationships, your integrity, your clarity, they all go with you. You can leave an organization and still carry your influence into the next room. You can lose a title and still be trusted. You can lose a title and still be sought out. In fact, like for me, some of the most powerful leaders I know, and whether that's I know them personally or they're in that like celebrity world, that high visibility world, some of the best leaders I know lost positions, didn't have as much external power, but their influence is literally timeless. I will still listen to them, whether they're in that high powered job or not. Now, external power can make you look important, yeah, but influence makes you a trustworthy human being. And here is the deeper truth. If you only build power, you will constantly need to defend it. Let me say that again to you. If you only build power, you will constantly need to defend it. However, if you build influence, you rarely need to announce it because influence is quieter, it's more grounded, it's more sustainable, and it's aligned with your values, your vision, your mission, and your purpose. It's in the environments that you create, irrespective of the title you hold. And this is why personally, I'm not attached to titles. You can be the most senior person in the room and still create fear, confusion, or disconnection. And you can be the least senior person in the room and create clarity, trust, and movement. So that is influence. That is your influence. So I want you to take some time this week to reflect. And here's the prompt for you. If your job title disappeared tomorrow, what influence of yours would still remain? If your job title disappeared tomorrow, what influence of yours would remain? And a couple of bonus questions. Who would still call you? Who would still trust your judgment? Where would your leadership still be felt? That is the leadership you want to build. And if you feel you've lost connection with that part of yourself, you're not alone because it happens to the best of us. And if you are looking for, in need of a space to think this through some more, I hold a monthly lighter leadership reset. It's a protected 30-minute thinking space for leaders under pressure, aka you. And you can find the next available date in the show notes. Now, until next time, please, please, please remember your leadership gets to be lighter so you can lead as you.